Hey, what's up guys? It's 𝗪cie_𝗰𝗶𝗹. Today we are going to continue from where we left off in last video talking about storefront stalking and trying to find profitable products. The way that we got to where we were, first of all, started with this item. We see that this is ranked in electronics. It's not the fastest, not the slowest, but there is a used market for this item. And we see that it sells anywhere between $50 and probably $65. We see that if we were to sell this for $60, we would be able to purchase it for $36 and make 32% ROI. And so if we source from eBay to Amazon, like I do full time and have sold 500K in the last 12 months, we can see in the sold listings of eBay that there are multiple occurrences of this happening to sell for under $36. And so therefore we know that there's opportunity if we check back consistently to be purchasing these items and make at least $11 profit. And sometimes in this case, for example, 18 plus 9 is 27. Just on this random product made $20 profit and 77% ROI if they were to sell on Amazon. This one anyways, this one is parts. But then from here, another thing that we can do now that we have this item that we could sell for profit is we can look in the seller stack and see what other sellers are selling the same item. So that's what we did last video. We ended up clicking in here and we clicked into this guy's store, and then we went to his store. In the live stream a couple weeks ago, we ended up being able to find this on eBay, and we purchased this for $180, made 38% ROI with a profit of $63. And so once that sells, we're going to end up making $63 profit. Then in last video, we found this docking station. And so this docking station is something that we can be on the lookout for to find on eBay to sell on Amazon. So from here, we're going to continue. Oh, interesting. This guy 𝗪cie Canon ink cartridges. He has several of them. Right now I'm gated in Canon, so we're not going to be going there. They could be profitable, and he could be purchasing these from like an online store or something besides just eBay. But we'll keep going. In last video, I mentioned that something like this, a Blu-ray player, something like this, a 6-disc CD changer, that's a tongue twister. These types of things are not my favorite to sell. I just see high return rates and see a high chance of it not working well. So this is something that we see the 𝗬𝗂 on the bottom right. We see that black line is in the ballpark of $130 to $150. There's probably space to get this from eBay if you want to, and it looks like it sells well. I just hate the return rates of most Blu-ray players, so I would pass on this. Very interesting. So last video, if you don't remember, this one on eBay was often showing up with a 130-watt adapter, and it was kind of hard to search correctly with the right terms. And so we see that this guy is selling the 130-watt adapter version as well. So this is also something that we could look up on eBay as well. So we'll see if it's any easier to find this one. We're probably not going to spend tons and tons of time on it, but I think it's worth looking up. Also, we mentioned in the last video that if you want to be really cautious, don't purchase something that shows the IP alert. Basically, the IP alert on both of these sites, IP alert and seller amp, it shows that there has been an IP complaint on this brand in the past. It doesn't necessarily mean this ASIN though. So what we really want to look for is the brand selling this and the pattern of these sellers. And so we see here on the sellers that there's not a pattern of everyone just getting kicked off the listing. There definitely is some volatility. Even at the lowest point, there's still 4 sellers on this. And we looked at the other one, and Dell wasn't selling this. So we might as well just take a quick look. Looking at the used, there's plenty of people selling this used. New. So we're not seeing the brand. which is a good sign for IP complaints. Not a foolproof thing, but really good sign. These people are stocked pretty deep. So we see that the price in the, well, this isn't the buy box. The buy box, we need to actually enter the ASIN back in and not be in that guy's storefront. So now that we're on the page, we see that the used buy box is around 60 bucks. So if we sell this at 60 bucks, we need to get it for in the ballpark of 40 is too much. Around 37 to do 30%. So we're going to search this. And this is the model number. Now remember, it was like 𝗧17A. It's not showing up for some reason. So we'll search this. Try searching with 130 watt adapter. So this one sold for $25. This one sold for $29. This one sold for just over $31. So let's just take this one, $29, and put it into here. That would be a profit of $19 with an ROI of 68%. So we see here that this does sell occasionally for the price that we need it to. This is probably the cutoff. $38 is just a little bit under what we're looking for. Still $10 profit though. So if we want to, we might as well just take a look and see if this item is available right now. So the way that I would do this is I would filter by newly listed. Well, I guess first I would filter by lowest first, and then once you've looked through and see what is available, then I would look by newly listed. So we see here there's an auction. We have this 26 plus 13 is 39. It's a little too much. So we're filtered by lowest. So this is really what we got here. But I remember when we were under newly listed, there's a lot of 6 down here. So I'm curious what this is. Just some quick math. 250 divided by 6 is $41 each. That's a lot. So this one right now, we're not seeing anything profitably. But what you'd want to do is come back regularly and filter by newly listed. And then if you do this consistently, you'll be able to find this. Ideally, you want to be searching items that have a lot of solds that are within these buying parameters. Because if there's only 3 sold in the last 3 months, the chance of you finding this item profitably is pretty small. But if there's a big used market on eBay and you search newly listed, you're going to be able to find this much easier. So we're going to keep going and look for a better item. Video games, I rarely do video games, plus this looks like it's not that expensive unless you sell this new. I sold something similar to this in the past. This just looks like something that's pretty big and annoying to ship and have it not break. So personally, I don't want to deal with it. Let's just take a look at how big this actually is though, because it's really good ranked. Wait, 9 pounds. It's kind of a lot. There's no people selling this new. So this is like very discontinued. It's the actual price now. So I'm in the ballpark of 250. So already it looks like there could be some profitable things here. So I mean 159. That's 33% ROI right there. This is just it has the cord, it has the remote. Yep, so definitely this is something that you could purchase and sell on Amazon. Personally for me, it's not my favorite necessarily, just because to get 33% ROI for having to ship like a pretty heavy item. You'd probably have to bubble wrap it. It would sell fast. And so it's also restricted, but I know from experience that like the bow stuff was restricted. So you click this. I'm not going to do that because it takes me to my Amazon page, but you're able to sell this used. And so that's why we have all these people selling this used and nobody's selling this new. This, let's take a look at the sellers and see if it's more expensive. Used like new. I hate it when someone comes used like new and just like undercuts everyone, but it is what it is. But the lowest prime is 330. This is the only guy that's prime. But like, are they really gonna pay $75 more for this one over the lowest used one? Wow, this is not very smart to do this. He's selling this as used like new, but it doesn't include the remote. So that's just like an angry customer waiting to happen. But whatever, 6 feedback. You live and you learn. He'll make money. Maybe it was a mistake. Original remote, tested, great. So I mean, people seem to be selling this for ballpark of $245 to $330. Very acceptable. Yeah, so there's a big range here. So this is a pretty good listing, and like it's definitely gonna sell well. Just the return rate is just gonna be problematic. It feels like we could sell this for $280 and make like $80 profit. This is a good item if you want to like have this shipped to your house and make sure that everything's perfect and everything. Like, man, even like some of these are lower as well. Let's filter by lowest first. Just because we see something that's profitable doesn't mean that we have to purchase it without looking at other things. So people are selling the remote, panel, parts, pre-owned. Jeez. You have the remote. Awful pictures, but that's how it is. Turns on. That's very fun. It actually works. Cool. Is this even the same model? 1G. 1W. Is that something completely different? Plus, is this even the right one? This one? 1G. Yep. So that seems to be different. Let's take a look and see if this is also a listing. Yeah, this is a different listing. Much slower listing. I've seen this one before. Yeah. Okay, so that's why you look at the model number before you purchase. Looking more and more and more. Parts, pre-owned, 1G, no remote. Really want the remote. When they say read in caps, you definitely want to read. Something's wrong with it. CD player is not working. Okay. Parts. So even just seeing how many, like, for parts items there is, just makes me really not want to sell this, because there's a huge percentage of these that break and don't work. It really just proves my point. If you want to purchase this, you're just really stretching yourself, and like there's a high percentage you're going to have issues. So me personally, like I don't want to deal with this. And also there's opportunity for someone who is willing to deal with this. So we're going to move on. And Storefront stock some other stuff. So we have this adapter kit. It's pretty inexpensive. He's selling it used, very good. Again, we have the IP alert stuff. We need to actually check the listing to see what this listing is actually like and see what category this is. Selling rank is unknown. I always get sketched out with these super weird sales ranks. Top 2%. I mean, there's a lot of people selling this. So this is something that we could testify, but you can definitely get in trouble with these ranks that are not regular ranks. Like if it doesn't show up in the Jungle Scout free estimator, you can get in trouble here. So if you want to try and see if this is profitable on eBay and do like a light test buy, you could, and you can find something that like actually does sell. Like obviously like people are going off this listing, they're probably selling it, but you just have problems when you sometimes sell in a rank that's not one of these. So we're going to pass just to keep it simple. Again, this is very similar to what we looked at. Same issues. Video games, I really need to get ungated in Nintendo and PlayStation. We have an adapter here. With a weird sales rank, I think. I'm gated in Canon right now. This is the exact same type of thing as before. Take a look at the sales rank once it loads. Seeing that there's one seller on both of these not super into it. And this, at least we can see that there is a regular sales rank. So again, this is in a strange sales rank. Oh, I'm wrong. So this is saying one seller, but there's really 10 sellers. So never mind. Don't look at that. Learn something new every day. This is such a weird listing. Just look at this smooth sound. We do see here that it's pretty steady. Not an amazing amount of sales. Not that expensive either. Not super into it. Same thing with video games. I need to get ungated in some things. I don't really do video games very much. Blu-ray player, same thing. We have a Sony Walkman. It looks like they're selling it as new. So there's probably opportunities to purchase in-package stuff here. So again, IP alert shows that there have been IP claims with this brand. So I'd look and see if the brand is actually selling this and if there is a pattern shown in the 𝗬𝗶 of IP claims. So the new price has gone down to one seller before, but oftentimes there is more than one. The used is almost always a lot of people on the listing, and sometimes it goes down to only a few. This is looking fine to me. We see that it's around $73 for the lowest price. That's plus shipping. I want to see what the prime price is. So like $80. So if we sell this for $80, maybe it's in the ballpark of like $52, $53. It's a good rank in electronics. We have the 𝗬𝗶. We can see that the averages are good too. If you're prime, you're a bit more competitive too, so more chance of you selling it. So let's see if we can find this on eBay, if there's a history of it selling, and if there are finally any available. So something like this feels like a much better chance that it's actually going to work rather than this big 9-pound alarm clock. Although if the alarm clock sells and there's no returns, then it's amazing, but I don't like those types of things. So we're going to go to solds, and we're going to be looking for stuff that is under $53. I have a pretty good feeling about this. So we see parts. So potentially this also doesn't have like is broken a lot too. But it looks like the people who have like where it actually works, like this person shows it like turned on for 23 bucks. Do a lot of these sell? Oh, there's kind of a lot. So is there just like a ton of these? Oh my goodness. So this is something that we really can find often. Very cool. All right, so this, like just look at all these listings under our price. Very good. Like all these people at like $36. So each one of those people, if they were to sell out on Amazon, they make $33 selling this half-pound item. You can see in a rev seller, or you can scroll down to this 5 ounces, 3 inches, this big, easy to ship, very few problems. We really like that. Okay, so let's see if there are any of these actually for sale right now, because I'm game to sell and make a little bit of money too if we are able to find these. So right now we're filtered by lowest, and once you've looked through this listing, when you come back later, you want to filter by newly listed. That way you don't have to look through the entire listing every single time. But for right now, we're going to go by lowest because we're trying to find a good price and we haven't looked at this before. So we got an auction. So I'm just going to open all the ones that look pretty good. For repair. 2 of them not working. Okay. I forgot which one I've opened. Oh, well, probably all the ones that show purple. So there's just literally so many of these that seem like they work. So we're just going to open up a lot of the cheaper ones. This is kind of ridiculous. Most items are not this plentiful, but you sometimes really find some good stuff. So this one, for example, it shows that it turns on. It has battery. That's very good. It has the case. They include the battery, I think. Including the battery, they're gonna pocket the battery. Okay, belt clip is not included. They're gonna give us the battery. Thank you for the battery, for your kind offering. Cool. So I mean, if we were to purchase this, 40 bucks into, I mean, that's amazing. That's $29 profit. That's 73% ROI. This is really good. This kind of seems like a home run here. All right, so we obviously have a lot of these that we can purchase. We didn't even open up all of them. So what I want to do is I want to understand a good estimate of how many of these I could sell per month, because I could just purchase all of these and have 3 months supply, but I want my money to be working as effectively as possible. And so me personally, I often only purchase a week or two of inventory. And a lot of people purchase a month's worth. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go to the listing. We're going to scroll down to underneath the 𝗬𝗶𝗹. We see that there are average sales ranks. So we're going to put in the most conservative one, 44K. This is in the electronics category. And we see that this listing gets 30 sales a month. And if we were to do this for the lower end of the rank, I'm curious if it's much different, like if we're on the edge. So it's still 30. So this is why we don't go hog wild and just purchase all of these, because as we can see, there's 16 other people trying to sell this item. And so if we're competing against 16 other people and this total listing gets 30 sales a month, then we may only get 2 sales per month. But the thing is most people aren't competitive priced. So we're going to take a look and see who is actually competitively priced. So the FBA used is probably going to be more competitive, just faster delivery time, but still this guy's competitive. This guy's competitive. This guy's competitive. This guy's competitive. Yup. Still competitive. 7, 8, 9. Probably not. Probably not. No. 10, 11, and then us 12. So there's probably around 12 competitive offers. So that would put us close to around 3 sales a month because we're FBA, maybe 2 to 3 sales a month. So personally for me, I would probably only purchase 1 of these just to test and see how fast it sells. Maybe I would test 2, but you could probably sell up to 3 per month. So since we can only sell a few of them, we might as well purchase the ones that are the cheapest and we're most sure is going to work. So I would rather purchase from someone who it looks like the thing works really well. This one has low battery. Customers are just going to love that. So battery's not included, so no thanks. I'm going to take a look at here. They say it includes the belts. This one's more expensive, but I mean, it works, so that's cool. Where are my cheapest ones? Okay, so most of these are in the ballpark of like 37 plus 5. Okay. So we have this. This is 39 plus 6. So that would be $45. 54% ROI, 24% profit. That's good. We could just purchase that, but we could also figure out what the best deal is here. So I mean, both of these are $45, this and this, when we account for shipping. No batteries. This one has the batteries. Maybe. They don't show it turning on, so I'll pass. In this situation, we just have a ton of choice. Key. They're away. It's cheaper, but whatever. I pass on that one. So with this type of item, we have a lot of choice. No battery. We'll pass. Cool, this one's good too. 37 plus 5 is 42. So that is a good cheap one. No battery. 36 plus 5. 25. That's 41.5. At this point, we're kind of just like trying to find the cheapest one. Oh, this one has headphones too. So this one goes to the top. Has headphones. It looks like it's not even the regular ones, but yeah, Apple earbuds. Interesting. 33 plus 730 is around 41, so this is good too. Yeah, so I mean, and this is also $40 straight with the case and the battery. So I mean, this one's the best. So probably this one and this one. So this one is $40 flat. $40, $29 profit, 73% ROI. That's a good buy. And this one is 36.25 plus 525. It's around $42. Also a good buy, $27 profit, 65% ROI. If this video was helpful to you and if this is going to help you find some profitable products, then please feel free to help me out by subscribing. I'm kind of just trying to walk through my process of how I find items, and hopefully me explaining all the things is helpful. I'm trying to balance going fast so that we actually like find some stuff, and also explaining all the little nuances of looking at the listing and seeing how profitable it's going to be. So hope this is helpful. I think I'm going to purchase these, and have a good day. And just like that, that is 27 plus $29 profit. So that's going to be a total of $56 profit. This is definitely an item that you can find and be on the lookout for. I wouldn't go hog wild and purchase like 10 of these because that's going to take a really long time to sell. But yeah, that's something you can be on the lookout for, and hope you have a great day. Take care.